Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I am going to share. Hi, Exie.
Yeah, hello, how are you?
I'm good. How have you been? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm happy to be here today.
I know. How's work? Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to be here today, too. I'm been so busy lately. So, how's work?
Looking beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. So, you're at work, right?
Yeah, but I can talk.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I've been so busy. It's been like a month since I came here last, but I'm glad to be here today, so God is good. Okay, so
Yeah,
before we,
welcome.
thank you so much. Before we start, I'm gonna share this clip
Imagine a world
and
where borders are no barriers to love. Welcome to African Abroad Date, a platform for Africans living in the US, Canada, Europe, Australia, and beyond seeking meaningful connections. We've been in the business of love for over 5 years, helping millions find their match. We offer a community where you can search for potential partners based on location, profession, and more. Our profiles are verified, and we provide options to maintain your privacy. Our mission: to help you find lasting love no matter where you are. Sign up today at www.africanabroaddate.com. Bid loneliness goodbye. Let love cross borders, because with African Abroad Date, you're never alone.
all right. Welcome to everyone who is connecting. So I'm gonna share in the group to let people know that we are here. So give me one moment if you don't mind.
Okay, okay.
Yes. All right, so I shared. You know what I want us to talk today? There's something that came
No?
to my attention, and I wanted us to discuss. I have that on the title: a hardship versus um the worst in a relationship. Like when you get into a marriage, like they say it's for better or worse, right? And sometimes it kind of gets a little bit confusing to just kind of like make the difference between the two. Like, what is hardship in a relationship? What is worse in a relationship? Is it the same? And are we able like to maybe like today? My goal today is for us to maybe at the end of today's show, kind of like bring a little bit of light to the topic. Hi, Princess. Welcome in. Can you hear
Hi.
me? Hi. Happy
Yes,
Hi.
ma'am.
Sunday. How you doing?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
I'm very well. How are you?
Doing good, thank you. I'm blessed. I'm glad to be here. How about yourself? Did you have a good
Same
week?
here. Yes, I did. Thank you very
Okay.
much, ma.
All right. Thank you for being here. So I was
Hi,
saying that.
Exy.
Yeah, hello, welcome, my sister.
So,
How are
Princess.
you?
I'm fine, and you? I can see you good, don't say.
Yes. I can hear
So,
you, ma.
what time is it over there? I hope it's
It's
not too late.
6:30 p.m.
6:30.
No, no,
Okay.
it's not.
Okay.
Yes.
What about you, actually? What time is it?
21:30 p.m.
Okay. You said 1:30, 12:30 or 1:30?
That's 9:30, right?
Or 9:30? You said 9:30. Oh wow, it's
It
late.
said it said 21. Said 21:30. So I figured that
9,
would be 9:30.
it's 9:30 p.m., yeah.
Wow, it's late. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's 12:30 over here. Okay,
Alright.
yeah.
Ma'am,
So,
excuse me, you're looking great.
oh,
You
thank
you
you,
look gorgeous.
thank you. I'm trying. Thank you
Yeah, I
so
said
much.
that. I said that she's looking good. Right.
Thank you
I
so
really
much.
love the look. Hope you took pictures.
Huh? I should take
Did you
some
take
pictures.
pictures?
No, I did
Yes, you
not.
look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you
Oh,
so much. I got up right away and I just came in the studio like I mean it's Sunday, so I kind of slept in a little bit, and then I came and
oh,
started this. So after this, hopefully I will start my day.
okay, that's great.
So today I wanted us to. I'm so glad we're here all three, so we can maybe bring some lights onto this topic, right? I want us to kind of talk about the difference between hardship and the worst in a relationship, like in a marriage, for instance. And the reason why
Okay,
I wanted to talk about this is because I got someone writing to me, and this was her
Yeah.
concern. This person is from UK, and she says she's been married to her husband for 15
Nine
years.
to 12. Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, 9 to 12.
yes, ma. I'm listening.
She said I've been married with my husband for 15 years. Everything was going well, uh, apart from some little misunderstandings like with every other couple, until 5 years ago when we both moved to the UK. And
Yeah,
it was a
sorry.
she said it was a blessing coming from a poor family, when you have the grace to travel abroad and stuff like that. And she said everything was doing going good, and once a year her husband would travel back home on vacation, and it was fine. Until last year when he traveled, she got some pictures sent by friends and family member, and she said of him getting married to another wife without her consent, without discussing with her. Imagine your husband is on vacation, and suddenly you receive some pictures, some images of him getting married to another wife, like taking you by surprise. And she said, my husband returned a month later after the incident. Somehow, I found within me the strength to forgive, but wishing deep within me that this was just maybe a mistake, or just try to put this behind me, and thinking that everything was maybe going to get back into order. And she said, because I love my husband, but I was wrong. Since then, my husband has become a different person. He doesn't provide for the kids or for me anymore. We both split bills as if we were roommates. I don't know if you guys are following.
Yes, I am.
Okay. We split bills as if we were roommates. And he works very hard, like he's working harder than he has worked before, but so that he can provide for the other spouse. Because now she said he travels several times back during the year. It used to be once a year just for vacation, but now he travels several times, and it's expensive. So he works hard for that and doesn't provide for her or for the kids. And she said, he treats me and the kids very poorly, calling me all kinds of names and ignoring the kids. My heart is heavy. I don't know what to do. So, Exit, did you
It's a
follow the
sad
story?
story.
Yeah, yeah, I followed it. I heard everything.
And I'm so glad that you are a man. So I don't want to say it's so you're gonna be able to bring that man's perspective to the story. So this is a woman, she loves her husband, she loves her marriage. Despite the fact that last year he went and got married and came back, she hoped deep inside that it was nothing, like it didn't happen. She just kind of like gather her strength to move on.
Move on.
Yeah, but now things have gotten worse. Like it's not, she lives like with a complete stranger. All his energy, everything that he does now is to go home and provide for the other person. Doesn't care for her, doesn't care for the kids. They both work, they both pay bills, but that's about it. but this is someone who loves her marriage. This is someone who wants to stay in that marriage. So, Princess, I'm going to start with you. What are your impressions? Like, if this was your sister, what would you tell her?
This is a lot to take in. I mean, in the first place, why will a man get another family when he's not financially buoyant to cater for them? That's my anger. And before I can dish out any advice, I think we are at that stage now in the society where we should concentrate more on the boys, because should I say, for centuries it's been the woman or the girl child that is always prepared for relationship, marriage, motherhood, and every other thing. But the boy child will just be there. The first thing I'm going to say is, if she can if she can get herself, um if she can get financial freedom, personally I would advise her to leave the man, because I don't like stress. It's n- they I At this stage we all know that love is not enough. There are some people that can actually endure things like this, but for me I cannot. Because first of all, you betrayed me. I mean, okay, let me say her. He betrayed her. He betrayed her trust. He got another woman pregnant, and now he has two families to cater for.
I mean, he didn't, he
And
got married. Like, he got married to another woman, like officially.
okay, yes, he got married to her, which I kind of feel is ridiculous. You already have a family, and
Yeah,
you are not rich. Let me use the word, you are not rich. Because
yeah.
if he's rich, he will be struggling to cater for both of them. Because I feel if anybody has maybe more than one family, or two or more wives, you should have the finances to cater for them.
Mm,
Now he's concentrating on the second family, while the kids
mm-hmm,
from the first family are suffering.
mm.
It is sad. It is really sad. That's why you see a lot of struggling to be financially free, because once you're financially free, it's very easy for you to just move on. The reason why most
Yeah.
women cannot move on in her condition is because they are not financially free. It's not because they don't want to leave. Especially in this generation now, women don't really care what the society or even the church thinks at this point. They just want to live for the sake of your sanity, your mental health, and peace of mind.
Oh, so for
Me, I would
this
advise her.
person, I'm not gonna cut you, but I want to bring some a little bit light. We got right because
Okay.
I was able to chat with this person. So this person is actually, I mean, like they're both not rich, but like she is also kind of stable financially, right? Like like here abroad, you the woman, most in most cases you cannot afford to stay home. So like the husband hustle, the wife hustles. So that's why they have become like kind of roommates, meaning that I pay my part, you pay your part, right? But and you can tell that in this particular case, the money issue is not what is hurting more, because it's the fact that like it's the fact that the husband is not, you can tell that she's staying because she wants the marriage. It's not too much because maybe if she was to go, she wouldn't be able to like maybe like afford to cover the bills. You can tell that she wants this marriage.
But he doesn't want her. I mean, he doesn't respect her. That's enough to leave. That's my opinion. Someone else might disagree with me, but why do I want to stay in a place where I'm not treated right? If the family members can come in, maybe talk to him and see if he will have a change of heart, then. But I think is the kind of life he wants to live. Some men don't like accountability. Some men don't like accountability. They don't like it when you hold them responsible for their actions. They don't like it. You want to be polygamous. Let me use that word. And you don't have money. You're not a millionaire. You're not a billionaire. What are you doing with two families? Why do you have two families? Are you what exactly are you looking for? Because if the woman had no kids for him, then I would understand why he's doing what he's doing. But in this case, I kind of feel that he's selfish. That's how I see men like this. I'm sorry I'm sounding blunt, but that's my personality. I don't know how to sugarcoat words. He's
Yeah.
selfish. And as much as I want to blame him, I blame the society more. There are some things that should change. Like the idea that a man can do whatever he wants because he's the head of the home and get away with it. While a woman is not allowed, you're not allowed to make mistake. If you make a mistake, that's the end. You get burnt at the stake. It's really not fair. Sometimes when I talk like this, my friends will be like, "You're a feminist." I say, "No, I'm not a feminist. I'm just I'm just someone who wants women to be treated right."
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow now, this same man might end up saying, "Okay, your mom has told you some certain negative things about me. Maybe in the future now, the children will be speaking now, ma'am. They cannot be brainwashed. That is the truth. Maybe the millennials back then. But now, no mother can brainwash the child to hate the father. Neither can the father do same. Children see, in fact, from experience, I can literally say that children don't do what you say. They actually do, they follow your actions. They look at how you live. What's the best way to tell a child that smoking is bad? It's for you, as a parent, not to smoke at all. That's the best way to teach children. You cannot say smoking is bad, but you're sending your child to buy you cigarettes and you're smoking.
Yeah.
How is he now going to advise his child tomorrow? I'm very sure he has a girl child. What if she finds herself in the situation that the mother has found herself? These actions, it has effect. They don't know. I'm already getting upset. Like, I'm just trying to stay really calm, but it's really
Yeah.
annoying.
No
You,
emotions, no
you,
emotion. Just be straightforward. No emotion, please.
no. It's not. It's not. Do you know why I'm getting a little bit emotional? Because I've seen these cases around me.
Yeah.
Like,
It's quite common.
they happen like on daily basis. One man will just wake up and forget that he has responsibilities. Look, if you're trying, that's okay. The woman will support you. But when you start neglecting your responsibilities, like, I can't. I can't deal with it. If she can just, maybe, I don't know. I don't
Do
know,
you
but if
do
she
you
was
do you
financially
think
free,
by enduring and hoping for the best, do you think there's hope for such a relationship, Princess? But hold on
no.
to that thought before we get to that question. I think XT has something to say. He was laughing earlier. I can tell that.
I would love to hear what he has to say. I would love to hear what he has to say.
Oh,
The floor is yours.
listen, I'm just going to be real with you, okay?
Okay.
Whatever that you are saying is true. Yeah. And you are not lying. I support you 100%. But I want to ask you a question. Michelle,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
before the man started that relationship, did he sit down with his wife and discuss about it before?
No.
Did
Got
they
the
have any?
Never.
Okay.
Just got the pictures by surprise. Like someone send you pictures
Um,
like this is what is happening now. You go like, what? Yes.
okay, so that's one.
Yeah.
Did they have any kind of issue, argument, or fight before that
Well,
happened? Were they
well,
cool? Were
why
they
when she
cool?
said She said like we were fine. We had some little misunderstandings, some little ups and downs like every other couple. So it wasn't anything major. Like I don't think there's a perfect couple in this world. So
No
No.
like
perfect couple,
she
exactly.
did not see it coming.
Okay,
That's
so did you
betrayal
further
now.
go? Did you further go inside to ask the lady that she does a responsibility, like she raises a husband, like the other side, care for her husband, everything. Was she doing all that for her husband?
Well,
Did you ask that question?
unless you get like really like there, like you wouldn't like have all those things because, and one thing that I know is that if that guy was here, that man was here, and you were asking him, I'm pretty sure you will find some things to justify his action.
His
Right?
actions,
I'm
yes.
pretty. It will be like maybe my wife doesn't do this. We always. I mean, that's human nature. My wife is not like this. My wife is not like that. But the truth is that at the end of the day, we are responsible of our choices. So
Of
I
course.
don't
So
quite know. Like only him knows exactly why he did what he did. But the wife, as far
yeah,
as she's concerned, knows that everything was cool. There was not major issues going on that could cause him
okay,
to do what he did.
okay, okay. So to me, if it is like that, it doesn't make sense because you already have a wife with kids. Why would you go for another woman with kids? To increase your responsibility and make it hard for yourself. It's either you are not in or you are out. So if there is no any kind of information that there were this and that, the man just got up to decide to go for another woman, and I think it's a bad thing
So
for the
if
man
if
to do so.
so
What
if
are the
she was your sister, would you agree with Princess by saying that maybe she has to leave?
what are the
That's why I said I agree with her from the start.
Okay.
What she is saying is true. Because we will all be fathers. Okay, I'm a father. So and we have been in the situation. I've experienced what she is saying. Okay, at times it's based on certain things like what I asked. The woman is not doing stuff, respecting him, she's treating him all. That will make the man go do certain. But if it is not like that, and a man intentionally or he decided to go for that, then it means there's some problem on the man's side. It's not from the lady's side. And
no
this kind of
okay.
relationship is very tricky. It's not really on a good grounds. If a man does that, then it's either the lady move or understand. It's
Right?
two
I like
things.
that. I like that, right? It's either she can leave or understands. Like put up with it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Princess, you were
Endure.
gonna say something.
Yes, I was saying even if there was something she did wrong that led to him making that decision, what happened to communication? Why can't they talk about it like the Africans will do? We go to someone that we both respect, an elderly person, and then they can intervene in the situation rather than just okay. Can you imagine a woman giving this excuse that I cheated because you didn't bring food home? I
Yeah,
mean, it
that
sounds
makes sense.
somehow. That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make any sense. But men get away with it. Oh, my wife today nag. So the next thing you do, you go out and drink. It's not nice. I kind of feel like it doesn't make sense. To me, you're not matured. You're supposed to sit down and talk about it, not crawl into a bottle or seek shelter in the arms of another woman because your woman is not doing it. That is my problem with the society. That's why I keep bringing the society in. Why can't we talk about this? No one has the monopoly to misbehave. It's just like saying because she's a woman and she committed a crime, then you're not going to sentence her because she's a woman. If you're a
Mm.
woman and you do something wrong, you bear the consequences of your action. If you're a man, same here. Do the same thing. But someone said you cannot. You cannot compare a man with a woman. They are different genders. But excuse me, when they do something wrong, is the same punishment or is it different? It's not. The man
Yeah.
is a very selfish person because you don't tell me that because she did something wrong, then you go ahead and that second woman that what if she repeated the same thing the first one did? Or she does something else that is wrong? Is it going to keep getting married? That's my question. Is it going to keep getting married?
Right.
How many times is it going to get married? No one
Good
is perfect.
question. Good
No
question.
one is perfect. So I don't like
Yeah.
the
And
idea. If I'm in a relationship and you cannot come to me and tell me, Naya, this is what you did that I do not like. I don't think that relationship will survive. I like it when people come and tell me, this is what you did that I don't like. Please don't do it again. Right there, I'm not going to do it again because I have understood that that thing that I did to you really hurts you.
mm,
And I would love the same thing to be done to me. So I don't know how people live their lives, but I personally think if we cannot communicate, if we cannot actually sit down to resolve an issue, what are we doing in the
Okay, all right.
relationship or in the marriage?
Princess, can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Can it change
Yes, I can hear you.
someone?
Can I?
I said, can it
Can I?
change? Can it change anyone? Can it change someone?
Ab- Absolutely not.
Correct.
No, I can't change
Yeah, thank you
anybody.
very much.
That's why
Yeah.
I want you to come the way you are. Don't pretend to be
Mhm.
someone else. Come the way you are. Then I'll make my choice if
Mhm.
I want to be with you or not. Okay.
Good.
Let me
So,
use.
mm,
Okay, go ahead. You wanted to say
so,
something. Let me not interrupt.
so it doesn't matter the amount of advice the man will give to the lady. If the lady
Okay.
decided not to change a bad behavior, which is causing the man to go out,
Mm.
yeah, there will be no changes. It doesn't matter how you open up, you talk to her. No, the person is not willing to
what are you
change.
saying? Are you
Nothing can
saying
change
that?
it.
Are you
No,
saying that if a woman is misbehaving, no matter what her husband says, she cannot change? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
no,
I don't
no,
know
no,
if I
no,
agree with that because I feel like
unless
no. Let me.
I
she
feel like
decides to.
positive communication does have an impact. Positive
Exact.
communication does have an impact. Like being
And there's
able to
something called
sit and talk.
compromise.
Yes, being able to sit and
Mm-hmm.
talk and really communicate does improve that relationship because sometimes we come in with our flaws and we don't even realize what we are doing or the impact of our
Yes.
acts until someone call us out, and that kind of makes us realize that, hey, I was doing this thing and my other half did not like it. So what can I do to
Yes.
make it better? I'm pretty sure people change in that way. But the truth also is that if I decide maybe to embark on a path and I don't want to hear anything, no matter what you say, it might not affect me. But I do think that positive communication does help a relationship. You know,
Help a
like
lot.
like
Yes.
maybe my darling, I don't really like that kind of dress, for instance. Do you think maybe you can start wearing this other kind of outfits, or maybe when you go
Compromise.
compromise, maybe this kind of food is not my favorite. Do you think you can start making this other kind? I'm pretty sure that who wouldn't want to please the person that they love? So
Oh, but
Exactly.
I
what
understand
yeah.
it clearly. But you and I know that there are some women that no matter what a man will say, they will still argue and still want to. You can't change me. That's the way I am. Accept me the way I am. If not, move. You know that it happens. So
Yeah,
if there is,
I've seen that
yeah,
also, but every time I've seen this happening in a couple is when the wife is angry. Maybe she's being mistreated. Like imagine a wife is
Yes.
not being taken care of right. I mean, the only time I've seen a woman be like, "I don't care." I've even seen that in my own family. I have an uncle that was how the wife used to be. Why? Because the uncle was like, not very serious. He wasn't very committed to the relationship. And lately, I heard how they have mended things between themselves, and everything is working great because now the husband has come back to his senses. He is doing what he's supposed to do. He's like every time he gets his salary, he's like giving like some allowance monies to the wife. And now the wife is more involved in the house. Like the thing that she used to be a little bit negligent in her household. And no matter what you guys say, you guys family members, she wouldn't care. But now that the husband has come back to his senses and like taking more care of her and the children, she has become a different person. So every time I've seen a woman be like, I
Exactly.
don't care, usually it's because she feels unloved, she
The
feels
approach,
mistreated,
yes.
she feels, that's the moment she goes like, I don't care. I'm so unhappy here. I don't care what you guys say to me. I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. But usually the husband is responsible. Like if you really look deep into what he's been doing or how he's been treating that woman, he would see that he's been responsible for all of that. I mean, that's what I've been exposed to. I don't know any woman who will come to a marriage and she's so loved and she's so appreciated by her husband and she goes like, I don't care. That's the way I am. I don't know. Maybe that exists, but I've not seen that yet. Yeah,
In this case, this woman, she loves her husband and she wants the marriage, like you clearly stated, ma.
yeah, yeah,
She wants the marriage. Then I think she has to endure, because when people say I don't know what to do, I kind of feel you know what to do. You just want clarity on what you should actually do. When people seek for advice, it's not because they are totally blank or they have no idea of the next step to take. It's just because they don't have clarity. They are still in between, decision making, and sometimes we have to be careful how we tell um what we tell them to do, so that tomorrow they don't come and gaslight you and say, okay, you are the one that actually told me to do this, and at the end of
yeah,
the day
Yes,
things are not
yeah,
to
working
be
out.
the third person.
So
yes,
at the end of the day, I'll tell you, please do what you know is best for you. You know your husband better than me that you're talking to. So
yeah,
I believe she knows what to do, but she just wants to hear you say it, or you just clearly stating it out that this is the best thing for you to do. I'm not in her shoes, but if I were in her shoes, I can't deal. I
Mm.
yeah.
can't deal.
All right.
Everybody has
They,
their tolerance
they are
level.
married, right?
Yes,
They are married. They are married. She's a
yes, they
she's
are
a wedded
married.
wife.
Yes,
Okay. So what
yes.
about the other concubine? He's not married to that other
No,
concubine.
he's married to her. That's how she
He
found
was
out.
married to her.
She found out
Yes.
Two of them.
at the day of the wedding. That's when she found out that this was happening. So he has two wives now.
Which one was wedded first?
The one
Which one?
complaining
The
was
one
wed.
You're
complaining.
The one
complaining.
They've
Okay.
been
complaining.
married for a long time.
Yes.
They've been married for a long time. This is
15
just
years.
happening now. Yeah, they've been married for a long time. They have kids. So this is just happening
Can
now
you
that they
imagine
decided to.
waking
Yeah,
up to see your husband getting married to someone else on the internet? Come on. I can't stand it.
All that I can say, there must be a reason. But it's not a good thing for the husband to do such. But there must definitely be a reason. So all that I can say for the woman, since they have kids together and she's a married woman, because of her family, that's her case and herself, she can try to endure just to keep the family.
As long as long as
Um,
he's not violent. Because if it's violence, I'm not giving that
oh
endure
yeah,
thing. As
yes.
as long as he's not violent, let her endure, because I kind of feel,
yeah,
even if you tell her leave, she
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 does not
wants
want to
to
live.
stay.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
yeah,
doesn't want to
because
leave, so
where
let
is
her
he
endure.
going? You know, if the man is still doing his responsibility to her, and the
I
family
kind of
are
feel
intact, the children are taking care of
she
everyone.
shouldn't complain at all. She shouldn't complain, because you know what is going on. You want to stay, but you want someone to actually tell you to leave. She shouldn't complain, because she made that choice. the moment she stayed, even after she found out that this was what happened. A woman that wants to leave will not be told by anyone to leave. She will just make that decision, even if people are saying, no, don't do that, come back home. She's telling you, I have left. It's my decision. This one, she doesn't
Yeah.
want to leave, but she wants us to tell her to stay. She has to endure. Even if he's
Okay,
not
so
doing
the
what
advice, yeah. Advice I can keep is the woman should sit the man down, okay, arrange everything, how he's going to handle the house, the case, the responsibility, how they are going to share for everything to be peaceful and for them to be together. The main important thing is the children, not them. So far as they can be there and provide and leave a legacy for the children, when they are gone, their generation will not suffer. You should stick with a man, sit him down, and let's support each other. Forget about me marrying another woman, whatever. So far as he's willing to take responsibility of the house as a man to the case and her, I think it's good because
what
there's
about
nothing
the
out there.
emotional what about the emotional damage? What about that? I don't know. People have
Emotional damage
gone.
can be fixed. See, a
You
man is a man. That's where the gender comes. A man is a man. A man can marry multiple. So far as he can provide, there's nothing wrong. And he does his responsibility. There's nothing wrong.
And
Okay,
in this
the
case,
emotional damage.
that he has
I
You
stopped
don't have
get,
a problem
providing,
with polygamy.
like he has
I
yeah.
don't have
stopped,
a
like
problem with polygamy.
he has stopped providing,
Where
right?
where I
In
have
this
a where I
particular
have a
case.
problem is if it wasn't defined from the beginning that you are a
Yeah.
polygamist. Let me make my choice. Let me be the one to say, okay, I'm willing to share you with other women. Don't just wake up one day and do what you want. We are humans. This is the reason why
Okay,
psychopaths are created.
okay,
Yes,
fine. That's
that's
why
why we
we
see
the mutual
violence all
understanding
over
comes in.
social media.
Yeah. Listen. I will provide for you. I'll take care of the kids. I'll show you love. I'll give you roof over your head. I'm marrying another wife. We have been together
Good.
for years. We have, it's understandable. So if the man is not doing the responsibility, let's sit the man down. Let the man take charges of the responsibility and the case and the unity.
Yeah.
Oh, you can tell
Yeah.
me. One. Yeah, open the two. No.
And then people are complaining that um, some men some men are angry that when they
After let me close. Okay,
conduct
tell me.
DNA test for their kids, at the end of the day, the kids are not theirs. Well, that's what you get when you feel that someone has the monopoly to do wrong to one particular gender, and you are just supposed to look away. That's why
Yeah.
there are lots of bastards everywhere. Sorry to use that word. I mean, you imagine waking up one day to find out that all the kids you've been catering for are not yours. Women are beginning to feel like, okay, they can do it, let's do it too. I'm not supporting that, but let's think about it. We should not normalize something that is not good because it's one
Is it
gender,
good?
and we should not normalize anything that is bad is bad.
You know what I
That's my
feel?
point.
You know what I feel about this couple? The thing what I'm seeing really like noticeable from this couple is that you can tell that they do not communicate, because can you imagine that my husband goes back home to Africa to visit, and there he got married without telling me, and I just get pictures, and when he comes back we don't have that conversation. Does this tell
Mm.
you something? Like I just kind of pretend it didn't happen. I feel like that's a first mistake right there, because I feel like this conversation should have taken place like right away when he came back. And you, the woman, we women sometimes we are dreamers. We like to dream, like in our heads. We want to believe that everything is fine. We live in our own movie. We refuse to
Create a
face
certain
reality, and that
fantasy. Yes.
and that helps us to keep going. But I feel like in this
Mm.
particular case, they should have sat right away as soon as he returned back home to the UK. They should have sat and have this conversation like, okay, you went and you got married. What happened? I mean, like, what did I miss or where did I go wrong? So that he can actually tell you. Don't just imagine that maybe everything is fine. Maybe everything was not fine. So go ahead and talk about it and ask him what happened so that he can tell you what happened.
They,
Like,
they
why?
grew apart.
They grew apart. Now,
Yes.
ask him, where do we go from there? Because what I'm seeing here is that Maybe the man doesn't even want to stay anymore. Maybe he wants you to be the first one to make the first step in stepping out.
Exactly.
So, but it's always better to hear
Doesn't
it
come
from
from
him,
him.
though. It's always better. So that's why I would have been like, okay, you've done that. Why did you do it? Okay, it's probably gonna say it's your fault. It's because you don't do this, because you don't do that. Okay, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. I'm sorry that I made you to go to that extent. I am sorry, like forgive me. But where do we go from there? Do you still want this or no? I mean, this is from a woman who wants that marriage. Like I just I just
Yeah,
like put
yeah,
myself in her shoe. I want this marriage. I love
mm,
this husband. I want to stay. I want my kids to be in this home. Okay, I've done that. I'm sorry. And because of me, you went and you got married. Where do we go from there? Do you still want it? Because the truth is that if you don't want to be here anymore, because I love you, I shouldn't make you stay. I don't know if that makes sense.
Exactly.
When you
It
love
makes a lot
something,
of
you
sense.
set it free, right? When you
Let it
love something,
go.
you set it free, you let it go. If he tells me that, listen, yes, you've done that, I went and I got married to the other one, and she is the one I love. To be honest, I don't feel comfortable being here with you anymore. In that case, I will suffer to let you go because that's your will. That's what you
yeah,
want. I
yeah.
will
That's
suffer.
right.
Yeah. But now, if you tell me, oh
But
no, I've done that because I'm polygamous, or my family or everyone that I know is, my father
No,
was,
no.
my grandfather was, but I still want to stay. And I would be like, okay, you want to stay, I want to stay. Now, where do we go from there? You still take you I want this is what I expect from you. Continue to do this and that and that, because she said he
Yeah,
ignores the kids. He treats us very
mm,
poorly. And that was something that you could have discussed during that conversation. That I
yeah,
expect you that even though you took another woman, it broke my heart, but I want to stay. I forgive you. And me, myself, I ask you to forgive me. From now on, moving forward, please, I do expect you to, as you come back, every time you're here, I do expect you to do this and that and that and that, to continue to be that husband and that father. Now, so that we can all hold each other accountable for our actions. So I feel like this is a conversation that should have taken place, but she decided to just ignore and pretend it didn't happen, pretend the other woman
denial.
exists. Yeah, she kind of like functioned in denial. But now she's hit by the reality. Every effort that it makes is to take care of the other one. And that's sad. So they still have to have this conversation.
of course,
Yeah.
before any decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what she should do.
She should
Then
talk to
after
him.
then, yeah, after
They
then
should
she
meet at the
decided
middle.
things.
Mm.
Mm.
Because we can't tell her what to do. I believe she
No, for now,
she
no.
she knows what
Let her make the step, then she will know. Then if there's
let
any kind of
let her
complication, she bring it back. We can say our mind to it. Yeah.
let her talk. Talking can solve a
Hmm.
lot of problems.
Mm.
Of
Maybe
course.
if they
Yeah.
talk more in their marriage, there would have been no need for a second wife.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe I kind of believe that because they'll be like, she has what she doesn't have. That's where all this polygamy comes in.
Yeah.
So they should talk. Then she would know if she wants to stay or leave.
That's true.
Princess is very good. Princess, are you married?
No, I'm not
She's very
single.
wise.
Be a good wife for your husband. And the man watching you, you are a good catch. Princess, yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah. So yeah, so that's it, Michelle. That's good. That's it. It's
Yeah.
true. So now she has to sit down with the man, arrange everything, and see her fate. If the man agrees, they stay, and he wants, she can stay. If he doesn't want to, then they go their separate ways. Because before a man will do something, he is aware of what he's doing.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for saying that.
So if
He's
she
very
asks the
aware.
man, she will find out. The man will tell her the reason.
And
Then that's up to her
as much as
to decide.
yes, as much as I would love to be on her side, it might even be something she did unknowingly to her. Maybe she probably thought it was normal. And he was like, no, I can't deal with this. But rather than
Yeah,
talking to her, he decided to.
to move.
So as much as I want to be
Why
on
would
her
you do
side,
anything
I
like
kind
that?
of feel
Yeah,
it had it takes, I mean, it
both
takes two people
sides.
to make it work.
Yeah, both
Both
sides.
sides. She's not completely
Yeah, it's not on one side.
innocent. Yes, there must be
That's true.
something
So yeah,
because
we say we should have
or else
investigate more and more, because the
Okay.
story is not complete. The story is, you know, I don't even tell
we
the
are just
story.
hearing from her. We
But
are
it
just
is what
hearing
it
from.
I
I'm
is.
a
mean,
woman, no.
like we always say, every the both sides of the story, right? Every story
Yeah,
has two
Yes,
sides.
yeah,
So yeah,
because
and we only
I
have
kind of
one side
feel
right now.
yes. There's something people do say. Oh, she's calm. She's quiet. She'll make a good wife. I'm
dangerous.
like, huh, are you people normal? Do you know
Hmm.
that quiet woman, do you know, personally, as a woman, I'm scared of women who are calm, those who don't speak their mind when they are upset. I'd rather you tell me this is what you did, though. I don't like it, don't try it again.
Yeah.
I want to see you raging. Then I know that that's the end of it. But the ones that
Mm,
just say, oh, it's fine, don't worry, it's fine, I've forgiven you, those are the ones that I'm really scared of. And then you just
Dangerous.
conclude that you make a good wife instead of you, a woman that doesn't speak. Some men take risks. Some men are taking risks
Mm.
yeah.
because you can be calm and be nice. I'm not saying it's always like that. I'm not stereotyping calm women,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, even if you're calm, you should be able to, because when you speak, when you actually voice out that thing that is eating you up, you feel better.
Of course,
You
that's the
feel
only way you
better.
can find solution. Because a relationship is all about communication. Yeah, you both are
What if,
together as
yes,
mature people. So if you are not
exactly.
able
And
to
the man
sit
will be
down
like,
and talk, then first of all, you are a failure to even be in a relationship. It's all about communication.
mm,
Yeah, we are all
exactly.
selfless to each other to make it. So if you can't opt out or open up, oh, this is wrong, I don't like him, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. So communication is very
Ehen.
important. Yeah. So
Because you don't
Michelle,
communicate, that's
goes
why you
back
make
to the
rash
woman.
decisions.
Yeah.
Mm.
The woman
You
is
make
only
rash
complaining because
decisions.
she saw this. She saw that he's married. So
Yes.
after the before the fight and the little argument, meaning they haven't even have any kind of personal conversation or anything to see. Oh, listen, not normally in a relationship, even if there's no fight, once in a week or a day, you have to sit down. Oh, baby, did I do something? Is everything okay? You have to always be checking, just to know, because when you are doing
Check,
something, you
check,
are not
check.
aware.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's nothing like,
You
oh,
don't
she's
have to be
like that. Oh,
free-minded
it's
like
fine.
that.
What?
Always be
Mm.
conscious.
Oh, she's
You are
like
in
that. She's
something
fine.
committed. Mhm. Are
Right?
you good
But
today?
there's
Did
that.
I give you good? Today was it good? The food was it okay? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Did I did this? Did
Yeah.
I check? Things change,
What if,
without being aware.
what if he has been, what if he has been complaining of too much salt and she just felt like this man is talking too much? I beg. It's
Well,
disturbing me,
You
yeah.
see?
distressing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As little
Yeah.
as that salt issue, you were
It
like
can
it's a
cause a big
minor thing,
problem.
but it can actually blow
Yeah.
up in your face. Those things you think don't matter, you'll be like, what's there? Maybe the wife has told you, don't say, you keep doing it. And somebody will be like this man who they talk about. Listen, other women don't complain. You're always complaining. Are you seeing it now? Madam
Mm.
is putting too much salt. Okay, I said, reduce the salt, reduce your salt when you're cooking. And she's just like, oh, please, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I was with the kids all day and this and that. And you know how women can be. And the
Yeah.
man, on the other hand, she's telling him, look, I'm not okay with you littering your work clothes everywhere. And he's just like, woman, just tidy it up, please. No, these are the little things. And personally, these are things I discuss when I'm dating someone. They'll be like, why are you bringing it? I'll bring it up. Because
Yeah.
things like that have broken so many marriages. So why
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't we talk about it? Let's talk about it. Those
Yes.
are conversations I think you should have when you are dating. As little as like, don't worry, she will change. Or the guy, or what if that salt is not good for his system? Because the way this life isn't, I know I have a family member that consumes sugar so much,
Mm.
and she doesn't have diabetes. She's fine. Like she's over. She's in her late 60s and she's fine. Why there's someone that is not consuming lots of sugar and has diabetes?
Yeah, yep.
So
That's the sad
so
reality.
that is the
Hmm.
sad reality. So what if that salt intake is not good for his health and she's ignoring it? And then he meets someone and he confides in her and like, my wife puts too much salt, and she's like, it's fine. Let me cook for you. You like it? And it's like, yes, this is exactly how I want my food to taste. And that made him say, okay, let me marry you. You see?
Well, yeah, I mean, all of that, so yeah, those are hypotheses, and all of that makes sense. But also, at the end of the day, we are responsible for our actions, and
Action. Yes.
yeah, and
Yes.
yeah, like it's so easy to blame someone else for what we do or for what we don't do, but we know that it's a weakness of character to let someone else
Yes.
influence the action, the choices that you make, because we
And
are,
we should also check ourselves. Check yourself.
yeah,
Am I doing the right thing? Am I
yes,
hurting this person?
yeah,
I learned the hard way.
yeah.
I used to think I was always right until I realized that if someone can hurt me, that means I'm hurting someone too with my own actions. Oh, look, is here.
Look, it's here. And I like something that you said in the beginning. Hi, look, I see you're kind of struggling to connect. Let us know when you're in. I like something that you said in the beginning. You said like a man who does not have enough. What business do you have starting another family?
Exactly.
You know, and that
No business.
reminded me of something because I grew up in a neighborhood there where there was a lot of polygamous. Like our neighbors in a neighborhood, they had like two wives and they all lived in the same house. And it just kind of like it was kind of like the normal. And I would look and I would be like, I would never get married because it was just so messed up. Like the wife sometimes would fight. You know, they would fight over a spoon, over a plate, and that was it was a mess. It was
Chaos.
crazy. It was chaos in those houses. And I was like, if this is the reality, if this is how the things are, and if I ever find myself for some reason getting married to a man who has another wife, it better be very rich. Because first of all,
Exactly.
we're not gonna live in the same house. We're not even gonna live
Yes,
in the
have your
same
own
city.
mansion.
You know, thank you.
Let him come
That's
and
exactly
visit.
that's exactly what I said, and that's exactly the term that I use, mansion. You know, and I don't want to miss. I don't want a lack of anything. You know, because you need to be able to afford. You know what you're signing up for, and it's just quite unfortunate that
Exactly.
some men would decide to go and start a new family to at the expense of their current family. Why? Poor kids, you know.
If he found out that the wife cheated on him, will he take it sitting down?
Of
Will he
course not.
forgive her? That's a question we should ask ourselves. Something you cannot take, I kind of feel don't do it to anyone.
Come
Because
on, say it.
I saw a comment someday on Facebook saying women will start getting married to two men now. Let's see how you guys will cope. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Can you
Well,
imagine
I
one
wouldn't be
woman having
surprised
two husbands?
with the way the world is
It's
going.
happening, yes.
There you go.
Yes, it's happening because men are they think it's their best right to just wake up and change your life. It's not nice. If I said together forever with just you, if that's our agreement, let it be that that's our agreement. If you know that's not who you are, say it and let me make my choice if I would stay or leave.
There you go.
Don't
Yeah, allow me
impose
to
your
choose. Don't choose.
philosophy.
Yeah, don't choose for
Exactly.
me.
Because
Yes.
there are women who are actually willing to live with men that are polygamous.
Yep.
And
Yep.
those women are smart because you can't do it with a man that is struggling. That's another
Yeah.
ridiculous part. How do you why how are you managing? Oh, no, I can't. I can't deal with the way some people actually reason. Like I can't deal. Just why? You don't
Well,
have the financial capability. Why?
mm-mm.
What? What for? Do you want the kids to start lacking essential things tomorrow? or that's okay. Tomorrow night, if the child is involved in nefarious activities, stealing or prostitution, and they'll be like, um, she was not well trained. You have forgotten that these things have effect.
Yeah.
Your
Hello.
choices can affect your children,
Hi, Lou.
so we should be
You here?
careful.
I've been here ever since. I actually forgot about the life. I was asleep.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Good
I just
afternoon.
hi Luke.
Good evening.
Happy Sunday to you.
listened to you. I just woke up. I was asleep since. I
You're
actually
you're
forgot.
always hiding your face.
The
Uh,
life is ending in 5 minutes. Thank you for showing up anyway, and
it's not
it's
like
good to have you. So yeah, we had the small matter at hand that we were
uh,
kind of trying to sort things out to help one of our friend gain some clarity in our marriage. And you can, I don't know if you kind of follow what is happening. Maybe you
so.
can tell her something or two to help her.
So what does it talk about?
So she lives abroad with her husband. They moved there 5 years ago, and I think she said last year I mean the man has been traveling back and forth like once a year on vacation. Like he goes on vacation, he travel back home. So last year she got some images, some pictures of him getting married to another wife without discussing with her, and she was broken, and but she just kind of like gathered her strength to move on. When he came back, she decided to act as if nothing happened. So but she said the thing is that the man has started treating her and the kids like very bad. He doesn't take care of his responsibilities anymore, and now they kind of live like roommates. Like you pay your part of the bills, I pay my part of the bills, and he doesn't do any extra after that, after he has paid the part of his bills. And every money, and he's working harder than he has before, just because now he's traveling several times a year back home, and is working hard so that he can provide for the other woman, but not anymore for her, neither for the kids. And now she's like, I love this man, I want to be in this marriage, but I don't know what to do. So imagine this is your sister. What would you tell her
Uh,
before
that
we call it a day?
that's not love now. You're just deceiving yourself.
Who, the man or her?
The woman, she's just
Oh,
deceiving you. That's not love. You have to move on. The man has moved on already. You don't
hmm.
have to move.
Thank you,
Love is
my
not blind.
brother.
Love is not blind
It's
anymore.
not.
Love is not blind anymore. Looking at his face, actually, you see, she has to understand that. I think they've lived for some time, above 5 years or so. So she definitely needs to know the kind of person the man was. If the man was seeing another lady, she has to be smart to know about the man seeing another lady. Going on vacations every time, twice in a year, like that. What are you going to do at home, vacations, without me, your wife? Not that you are building something at home, you're building all a company, you're going on vacations for what? I should be asking questions about that. I don't really know, but to me, that's not love. You know what the man did. I keep staying with the man. Two of you are sharing the base. You have to move on. He has left you already. You have to move. That's my own. That's my own opinion on that.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you. Yes. So like I said, you can at the end of the show. So we are gonna Princess, do you have some concluding words that you wanna share with our friend? I'm pretty sure she's listening. And or maybe she will listen, she will have the chance to maybe come across this because I will personally send her the link so that she can kind of hear different insights from today. So do you have like some closing words?
Personally, I feel his heart has left her, but I think she should look inward and do what she thinks is best for her.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, the both.
I said at the beginning that she should leave because I kind of felt that he has left her. two people are in a marriage does not mean they are together. To get it wrong. So, like she said, they live life. That means finally, spiritually, he has left her. So she needs to look and do what's best for her.
Thank you. All right, look. Thank you
Yes,
for
ma'am.
coming at the end. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for to Axie. He was here for a great deal of his time. Thank you. It's always good to hear from different person, especially when we are going through the situation. Sometimes it's just blurred, like we don't even know what to think. And sometimes it's always good when a third
Yeah.
person can come and shed some light and help us gain some insight so that we can know how to move on. But if you're listening to me today, I really hope and pray that God grants you the strength to do the right thing for you and for your kids. You know.
Yes.
Okay. So
Amen.
when are we meeting again? Are
Um,
you are you guys I feel like you are more comfortable with Saturdays, right?
Saturdays are
Um,
usually hectic for me.
So Sunday is
But
good for you, Princess, right?
yes,
Okay.
I Sundays at this time I'm always relaxing, so
Okay.
that's why it was easy for me to come on live. The last live that was I really felt bad because I wanted to be there,
Yeah.
but
Me too.
I'm
Sunday
glad I
is
didn't
good.
miss this one.
Sunday is a bit slower for me. So but what about you? Look, are you gonna be able to make it next Sunday? Wake up on time.
Absolutely,
Look, can you
no,
hear
absolutely on
me?
Sunday.
Sunday,
Okay.
any day is okay for me. Saturday is okay. Sunday is okay. When
Okay.
I'm busy, I'll let you guys know on time.
Okay. All right. So let's see next Sunday.
Okay, next
Until
Sunday.
we
Next
meet
Sunday, okay.
until we meet again. God bless you both and Exie who was here too, and everyone who will come across this life afterward. You guys take care. Thank you so much for participating today. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
too, ma'am. My